Good day, good people. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Baldhead Hierophant here with you. Thank you so much for joining for joining me. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much. You know, I appreciate your attention, your support, and your love. So I am back. I think I told you guys on probably the last two videos that when I came back, I was going to be talking about constructing deity altars. Okay, so this will be loosely based on that. It won't be all about that, but I will tie that into tie it into it for sure. So the name of this video is Constructed with Love. Okay, and that can be applied to anything you do: food, clothes, a painting, an altar. Anything you do needs to be constructed with love, and I'll get deeper into why I say that as the video flows. So again, thank you so much. If you like what you hear thus far, please hit that like button and subscribe so you can stay abreast of all of the content that I do upload. I don't upload often, you guys, but when I do, I think I bring resourceful information. So, you know, it might not be often, but when I do, I try to bring information that, you know, is helpful and useful. Okay, so first, to get started, deity altars, deity altars, deity altars. Okay, so my disclaimer is always do as you willst. Okay, and when I say that, I mean no matter what you hear other people say, no matter what you've read, no matter what you watched on YouTube, no matter what social media says, do what feels right to you. Also, follow your tradition. If you are a part of a religion or a tradition or some type of system that tells you to do something one way and that one way works for you, then by all means follow that. I am not here to persuade or influence anybody to do anything outside of what they're used to doing. I am here to bring about maybe some new perspectives, okay, or new ways of thinking about what you do. Okay, so that is my only mission here when I make any of my videos. Never to persuade, but just to enlighten, okay, and to open up broader perspectives on ways that things can be done. So deity altars and deity work, okay, is not for everybody. Okay, I feel deeply that you should only work with deities that have reached out to you, okay? Because not every deity wants to work with you. Let's just be honest. Just like every person in the world is not your friend, every deity in the spirit realm doesn't want to work with you, okay? And how will you know the ones that you should work with? They will find you. They will reach out to you. They will place things on your path. They will come to you via dreams. You will see patterns and symbols and synchronicities and signals of things that are in correlation to this particular deity. Okay, I think I gave an example on one of the videos about finding feathers a lot. Okay, yes, sometimes feathers can be left as signs that your deceased loved ones are around you, but a lot of times that's also signals of different, like I think I called them bird deities that are trying to get your attention as well. So that's just one little bitty small example, but they reveal themselves in so many ways. And the more in tune you are spiritually, the more you will understand what you're seeing every time. Okay, so I don't recommend working with deities if you're not spiritual, okay, or if you don't have a conscious connection to the etheric realm. Okay, this is not for play. This is not something you should just jump in and do because, ooh, it's fun. Okay, it can be fun, but more than anything, it should be for guidance, and it should be for support and assistance for the unseen realm. Okay, not for play, not for Instagram, not for likes, not for all the other shallow reasons that people dip and dab into spirituality. Okay, so first and foremost, okay, if you don't know what deities is or are, deities are, oh, how can I put this and make it, put it in a compact way, because it can be very broad. Deities are beings, okay? Some of them were mortal beings. Some of them are immortal beings, okay, whose energies are still available to be used, to be called upon for support, for protection, for love, for light, for whatever. It's 1,000 things that these deities could be called for, because it's thousands, more than thousands of deities available, okay? Some of them, okay, of course, these are deceased in physical, okay, just deceased in the physical, I mean they don't have a physical flesh, they don't have a physical vessel, and that's kind of not questionable, but can be it's interchangeable, only because they can reside in a vessel, okay? It may not be their vessel, they may have found a vessel to reside in to get something done, okay? So, oh, I hope I'm not losing anybody, but initially their energy is still available for you to use, okay? And depending on what you're using it for kind of determines how you need to create an altar for them. Okay, it's so much I want to talk about it, and I hope you guys probably can see my eyes, because I'm like, oh, where do I start? Where do I begin? Because I'm just kind of freelance and I'm not reading from anything. I should have taken notes, but honey, my mind is a big encyclopedia. It is a big notebook, so just bear with me. I hope I'm not all over the place. But yes, first and foremost, you would need to understand what deities are, okay, and what deity work is. Secondly, if you don't know if they have been reaching out to you or leaving signs and signals, or you don't know what it is in your dreams, research, buy books. I could easily tell everybody, just ask, tap in. And of course, that for me, that's easy. But for those of you who are not as tapped in, tuned in, turned on, connected, you probably need a little guidance. So it's certain books that I would tell you to purchase. Tapping the Power Within, Iyanla, as I can never pronounce her name, Iyanla. I should have brought the books up here. One book is the encyclopedia. Let me get it, because this book, it's massive. This book here. If you don't, I should have brought the other books that I do have on deities, but I did not bring them up here. I don't know why I'm doing a deity video, but I do have the main book that I'm going to recommend. So let me get it. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. But this book here, okay, the Encyclopedia of Spirits, the Ultimate Guide to the Magic of Fairies, Genies, Demons, Ghosts, Gods, and Goddesses by Judica Eilis. I believe that's how you pronounce the last name, if you can see that. But this book, you see how thick it is. Very big book. But it is most definitely helpful. It's in alphabetical order. You probably won't know where to go to find what you need, because if you don't know the names of these deities, this book is not going to be as helpful in the beginning if you don't know what you're even looking for. But trust me, you need that book if you're going to do anything with the deities, because just about every deity you probably have heard of via social media, via internet, via whatever is in that book, okay? So I brought that up because if you're having dreams, let's just say you continuously have dreams of a green-eyed woman with red hair, okay? Or maybe she doesn't have any hair, but her eyes are green. That's a sign, okay? There are green-eyed deities, okay? And it's certain things that you probably can put into Google, okay, when you're doing a deity search, that will kind of bring you in closer and narrow your options down. And then once you find that, yeah, you can go on what Google says if you choose to. Or you can easily buy this book or any book that speaks on deities, okay? And begin to do your own research. Begin to gather up as much information as you can. All of this before you construct an altar, okay? So I don't want to stay on that too long. I think it's common sense. It just that to me, that's just common sense to research what it is that you're going to work with, or that you are research what it is that you should work with if you don't know what you're working with, before just going on what somebody else says and constructing stuff. Don't ever do that. Okay, one of the first things I was privy to, first tip I was privy to when I first entered onto this journey, okay, was to never evoke or invoke anything that you don't know how to send back, okay, whether it's vibrationally, energetically, physically, okay, spiritually. Don't call in or on to anything that you don't know how to send back to the portal that it comes from, okay? So it is vital that you don't just start constructing and creating sacred spaces in your home for entities and energies that you know nothing about. That is detrimental, okay, to you and your family. So just be mindful, and just get in all you're getting, get understanding all the time, okay, all the time. Never stop. So to add on to this, I would like to talk about when you do begin to understand who is calling out to you, okay, some of the signs that you begin to realize, and now it's clicking, it's making sense. You're understanding, oh, this is such and such, or this is God is this, or this is angel that, or this is God this, or whatever, you know, because it's, again, there's so many energies and entities out there, okay, and not all of them are gods, not all of them are goddesses, not all of them are angels, not all of them are demons, not all of them are of the light, not all of them are of the dark. So again, it's so many categories and ways and things that you need to pay attention to see what it is that you are working with, or what it is that's calling out to you, if you feel like something is calling out to you. Again, I don't recommend just up and loosely working with anything that you don't have working knowledge of, okay? So, and example on that, if there is a particular deity that you want to work with, okay? And yes, in my opinion, orishas are deities as well. There are certain levels to deities, and there are certain archetypes. There are certain pantheons they belong to. It's very complex. So again, that's why it is very and most important that you figure out who, what, when, where, why, how, and all of that good stuff before constructing, okay? I just can't scream that enough. Learn, research, okay? Feed your brain all the information that it needs. If by chance you are wanting to work with one that has not, or you don't know it has called out to you, I like to call it a welcome, a welcome call. You may, okay, let's say you want to work with Ganesh, the elephant head deity, but you don't know anything about him, okay? And let's just say you've begun to do a little research. You know enough, okay? But you don't quite know enough to construct an altar, but you know enough where you feel comfortable saying his name, okay? Or you feel comfortable knowing that he may be one of the guides that are, or that is working with you, or guiding you, supporting you, okay? Whatever it is, you feel comfortable. Before you would construct an altar for him, I would say do a welcome call. And that would just mean maybe find out his color, okay? Maybe get a candle in his color, and literally write down, you know, Ganesh, showing gratitude for working with you, or Ganesh, just showing you love, okay? Because you got to keep in mind, these deities are not on the same realm and frequency, so a lot of our words mean nothing to them. It's more of a vibration that they're looking for, okay? Your aura that they are going to be connecting to, or attracted to. But just for, because we can only operate in the 3D the way we know how, because we're not in the ethers. We are spiritual beings living a physical experience. So we have to operate and use the tools and ingredients that we have here in the 3D to speak to those upper echelon, high dimensional beings, okay? So anyway, yeah, you could just kind of write a, I would like to work with you. Thank you for allowing this, or something like that. Okay, just kind of use common sense, use your own words. And let's say you find out what he likes. Okay, let's just say you want to use peanuts. Okay, let's just say his number is 6. I don't know, so don't quote me on that. I'm just giving an example. Maybe go buy 6 peanuts. Lay those peanuts. Their deities love offerings. Okay, maybe go buy a statue of an elephant. Okay, any of those things, 1 or 2 of those things, however, okay, and then just begin to kind of pour gratitude and compassion and love into that, just that little space that you got there, and see what type of signals and signs and synchronicities begin to come your way after doing this welcome call. Okay, you will know. There's no way, I guarantee you, you will know if this deity wants to work with you. How and why? You probably, the first things, one of the first things I found out via my own experiences and then helping other people, one of the easiest ways for the deities to present themselves via, yes, we want to work with you, or via no, is through dreams, okay? They don't have to fight through our subconscious, our conscious and our egos. When we're asleep, we are the closest thing to death. So anything that wants to get a message to you from another realm into you can come easily and effortlessly through dreams, our dream space. So I would tell you to begin to watch and pay attention to your dreams, okay? It's certain things that'll show up that'll let you know, yay, clearly, if you're chased by an elephant and it takes its horn and knocks you over and out, Ganesh don't want to work with you, okay? But you might have a dream of a baby elephant that's sitting there looking at you, okay? Or you might have a dream of the old movie Dumbo, okay? And his ears are flapping. Okay, you'll know that by the energy of the dream if this deity is saying, yes, I welcome you. Or if this deity is like, no, you're not one of my people, okay? I'm not here to assist you. I'm not here for you, okay? Because they still have personalities, okay? Don't get it twisted. These deities have personalities, and it shows up, okay? It shows up. So just begin to pay attention immediately. Soon as you get enough understanding, one dream may do it for you. For somebody else, they might need more proof. So you leave that up until you get the proof that you need. Let's just say you get no proof at all. Take that as a no. No proof, no dream, no sign, no nothing is a no. That is the sign. Okay, so don't be foolish. Oh, I'm gonna leave it up 2 weeks and see. No. If these deities want to work with you, because their energy is always available, okay? If they want to work with you, they're going to show you immediately. I would still say give it at least 3 days, okay? Before you just, okay, I didn't see nothing last night, I'm going to deconstruct it. I mean, if that's what you choose to do, then by all means. But I would say give it at least 3 days, okay? At the longest, at the very longest, if you feel the need, I would say give it 7 days. But since, we live in a construct that says 7 days is 1 full week. If you would like to give it a full 7 days, if you see nothing within them 7 days, deconstruct it, send it away with love, go find another deity, and follow that same thing, okay? But just make sure